Welcome to another episode of the Team Elmer's Update, where we take you past the orange barrels and onto the job site. We're taking another trip around the state of Michigan, this time checking in with Team Elmer's West Side concrete plants as they complete a number of different projects throughout their day. First, let's check in with Team Elmer's Manistee ready-mix drivers, who are busy delivering concrete to numerous sites around the area. The first of which is a new garage floor for a residential home in Onekama. Inclement weather, such as a rainy day like today, can oftentimes delay these projects. Fortunately, this pour today is indoors, keeping our drivers busy even in the rain. A project such as this typically will take 45 minutes to an hour for the driver to pour, and another several hours for the contracting crew to finish the surface. Meanwhile, 10 miles away in Arcadia, clear skies allow for an outdoor driveway pour to continue as scheduled. It is not uncommon for Team Elmer's concrete drivers to frequent residential job sites, regardless of the plant location. And as we travel further south to Ludington, we'll find ourselves on a familiar project, another residential driveway.
I'd say we're geared more toward residential, and then we got a lot of farm work, which you might call that commercial because some of it's big quantities. We have a lot of ag work in this area. But, I mean, it's usually residential. It's everything, basements, footings, anything, pole barns.
We've seen numerous residential projects so far, but they don't make up the entirety of the Team Elmer's concrete plant's workload. As we continue south towards White Cloud, we'll dive into a number of municipal and commercial jobs as well.
We're doing an MDOT curb up in White Cloud. They're redoing M37. They're going to mill and fill it, so just redoing the curbs on the streets up through town. Most times 2 inch long. It's how stiff the concrete is. Curb anywhere from 2 to 4 inch long, depending on what they're pouring for curb.
Meanwhile, another project is underway in White Cloud, pouring foundations for a new substation.
We just got done pouring caissons for Union Caisson, which is doing some work here in White Cloud for Kent Power Company. Basically, these tubes are poured into the ground with concrete. They pull cans as we're pouring to keep the dirt from caving in around them. Then they'll set all their structures on them for the power equipment to set on. It's like a transfer station type deal. So these holes here are only about 12 feet. Some of the bigger ones they'll do, they might go as far as 20, 25 feet. And we'll take up to 20 to 60 yards of concrete per hole. These are the smaller ones inside the power station there. So, like I say, they only take maybe 1.5 yards, 2 yards of concrete per hole. Just gotta be careful. A lot of power around you. Don't want to get too close to power lines, stuff like that. Watch. They have somebody spotting for you most of the time. Make sure you don't hit anything, run over stuff. Make sure your slumps are right. They're pretty critical on that. They don't want it wet. They don't want it too stiff either because they got to be able to set anchor bolts in it, pull cans.
We close out our trip around the state with more residential work, but this time it's a crawl space in Mount Pleasant. Although we find ourselves at yet another residential location, it differs from our previous stops for the simple fact that the home is elevated several feet in the air, allowing the crew to pour and work underneath the home. Not typically something you'll see every day. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Team Elmer's Update. As always, we thank you for your patience, and stay safe out there. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us on Twitter, and like us on Facebook, and check out teamelmers.com for more project information.